Hey everyone, Papa Nugget here with the rest of the Super Monkey Fighters. We're gonna start a new game called Deathloop. Let's get into it.
Oh, you're breaking the
Yay.
loop? You're not protecting the loop?
Breaking the loop is the main story. Protecting the loop is
I don't want to play online. With
you jump into other people's games and are the opposition to the loop.
Oh, okay. That make that. See, look, we're learning things because I didn't know that. I just thought that it's like the resistance or the.
You just give me a second.
The
I
opposite.
don't
of
know
resistance.
anything about this game other than it looked like it might be
Ow.
fun.
Oh, lady, I have no idea. Oh, shit, that's not good.
You just hurry up already?
Oh,
It's
she's
a hell of a
killing
way
you.
to start a game.
Must be wearing glasses.
No,
you can see
it's
the blood.
It's directly on your eyeball.
Oh, what was that?
That's how eyeballs
So-
work.
That's exactly how eyeballs work.
Ridiculous name. I gotta stop drinking.
Glad we have subtitles. All I heard
I was
was
going to stream this game when it came out. I mean, that's what I heard as well. So I was going to stream this game when it came out. But then I saw reviews weren't that great. So I was like, I'll play something else. I can't remember if it was Fallout or
sprint.
Red Dead or something. But
Well, see,
We'll
the best part is if this game isn't that great, we have the ability to make fun of it and to
well, and it
criticize
wasn't so much that the game wasn't that great. It's that it was
Break the dysentery.
You gotta be kidding me.
the developers made
That's
the
there. I'm seeing it.
games
man.
that are like this. I can't remember what they're called anyway. And I started one of them and just kind of stopped
Dishonored?
halfway through. Dishonored, yeah.
Fuck.
And it was one of those where it's just like, this is an interesting game, but I'm just not that interested in it, and it doesn't seem. Yeah.
So does
And
that
just-
mean that they are the same makers of what is it? That red,
Light infantry machine pistol.
that one game that we were going to play, but then it had such bad reviews that we decided not to.
Yes,
Yeah.
that game.
Okay.
Redfall.
Redfall. I was like thinking Red Dawn, but Redfall.
I mean, maybe they should someone should make a mod for Redfall that's Red Dawn, and that's the 80s Soviets invading the U.S.
Great, of course you would.
I wouldn't be surprised, given how many mods people make for games in general. Like
Somebody
you
should
take
do it.
you take Among
This
Us,
place
for
is mine.
instance, where there's probably thousands upon thousands of different game mods that you can
Trinkets.
do.
Nugget, I hope you're reading and
I
paying
am.
attention, because I'm
trying to.
definitely not going to do that. I'm going to just try and make your life difficult by talking about things that are not related to the game at all.
Feel funny.
Par for the course.
Yeah, I mean, we sometimes talk about the game, but oftentimes it's usually about something else.
So the little notes to yourself, like
This is
the
creepy.
whatever it was, just like, hey you, hey you, it's me, or whatever it was. It was just right there. Achievement Hunter had they were trying to think of names for shows that they were going to put together, and they didn't have the idea for the show. They were just coming up with the names first, and some of them are hilarious. And one of them was like,
Must be the
"Look behind
lowest.
me, it's you," or "Look behind you, it's me," and something like that. It was just weird stuff like that, and that's just what it reminds me of. That yeah. So that was.
Heck-a-majig.
You can hack electricity.
I'm glad they put a lot of thought into the names of these things. What are we going to call this hack-a-majig? Well, there you go.
Maybe they're just thinking it's like super clever. Because you know that you'd be the one that would try and remember, like,
This
what
thing
is
is
this
it.
thing called? Oh yeah, it's like that. It's that. Oh, hack-a-majig?
I don't know
Yeah.
any damn code.
It's
The Dinglemeyer.
Hello?
Yeah.
What?
it's one of those things where they probably put way too much thought into that.
Right. Instead of just at the top of your head, what should we name this?
Colt.
Hack-a-majig.
Hey, it's my
Okay,
name,
cool.
Colt.
Move on.
That's gotta
It's
be it, right?
it probably spent
Find the
like
code.
I don't
5
feel like
hours.
a Colt. Nope, I'm good.
You try 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, he has a hack-a-majig. He doesn't need to
I
find the
gotta
code.
jiggle these off.
And just rub your hand against them
Feet
like
kick ass.
Half-Life.
Find this code.
That's the other thing that I know about this game from the Donkey reviews is kicking is the best weapon, apparently.
You're freaking out because it's cold?
Oh, it already was. Okay. It's like it knew.
Speaking of these kinds of things and old man Loki rants, I've been playing that World War II game, Hell Let Loose. And there's a lot of different voice chats that are built in. So there's like proximity chat, so the people around you can hear what you're saying as you're all running around. Then there's your squad chat. Then there's, if you're a squad leader, you have the commander chat that you can talk to all the other squad leaders and stuff like that. And then there's text versions of that as well. And they're all on their own hotkey. And it's stupid as hell. It's like, just make it all
Make it one hotkey that you
thing,
can rotate
like-
through them.
That felt
or
too easy.
yeah, and so then I went to change the hotkeys and I got the wrong one, and so I thought I played for like 3 days thinking I was talking to my squad, and I was just off in a corner by myself talking to myself because nobody was around me.
That's
And then
not,
somebody finally was
that's
like, "Oh,
kinda
hey, by the
funny,
way, this is
but
what's going
that's
on."
funny.
And I'm like, "Oh, all right, yeah." But then I messed up like all the hotkeys because I kept pressing buttons and like, "Oh, now whatever something change seats in a vehicle is different now, and I don't know what it is." So,
Is that game recent or is it an older game?
the last couple of years.
Okay. I mean, usually, like, I don't hear about a game unless it's very popular. Or specifically, we're playing it for the channel. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of Deathloop until now. At this moment, we're playing it for the channel. But yeah, I hadn't heard about that World War II game.
Yeah, my review of it is 40% of it you spend running, not seeing anyone, and then you die. And you just run for like 20 minutes, and then you're like, "Oh, and now
So
I'm
it's
dead."
it's kind of it's one of those games, like, you know, Apex
Yeah.
or
Or, well, not even Apex. Like, Apex, like, there's more going on. Like, this is literally like, you're like, I don't know. Or you spawn and get killed instantly. That's another 40% of the game.
is it just because? So
It's like it's more hardcore. It's more like what old World War II shooters used to be. Like, you know, minimal heads up display, you know, you're not like, "Oh, the enemy's over there." It's like sound cues and stuff like that. It's yeah, it takes a bit to get
So
used
what
to.
is the premise of the game itself?
It's just a multiplayer
Oh,
shooter.
okay.
So
Yeah, for some reason I'm thinking like PUBG or Fortnite.
I mean, yeah, it's, you know, team-based kind of thing. So, but then like 20% of the game, you're just kind of like, "Oh, this is really cool." Like, you got a good squad that's talking together and it's working together, and you've got people who know what they're doing, and
People who know what they're doing.
so. Well, yeah, like sometimes you'll get like, "Oh, I'm going to be the squad leader, and I'm not going to set up my microphone, and I'm not going to talk to anybody, and I'm not going to, you know, do the things that my class does."
So it's class-based?
Yeah. So like, you'll have the squad leader, you'll have riflemen, you'll have anti-tank, you have machine gunners, that kind of
okay.
stuff. So,
Colt, hurry!
Oh no!
I'm going around!
So then if people are
Oh, yeah.
camping at... Or I shouldn't say that. If people are shooting you right when you spawn, does that just effectively mean that they're camping out near your spawn
I don't know what I
area?
did last night.
oh
Exactly.
yeah, and then the message will pop up and say
Just,
spawn camping's part of the game. Make sure that your scout squads are doing their
Oh,
jobs.
nice.
We
Okay.
know each other, don't we?
Yeah. So,
Finally! You're back!
and it's also one of those things like the steep learning curve,
Sounds like it.
because they don't. It kind of throws you into it.
Colt? You want to kill me for some reason, and I already know some fucking code, which I don't, and there's this
You
loop
wanna break the loop, right?
yeah.
What's the loop?
I think
Important story going on.
If you don't try to break the loop,
It's a hair tie around her.
Is it like
Her.
the hula
break the
variety?
fucking loop, and whatever I did to piss you off, I'm sorry.
No. I told you. Just told you it's a hair tie. And you're like, "Oh, it's a hula."
We dated, didn't we?
Just go inside the
Nugget just wants to hula hoop. We shouldn't destroy his dreams.
Officially, here's the thing: we need to stop doing this. We need to officially rebrand to a Nugget Hula Hoop channel.
No, not just like
I don't know why we're playing
yeah, I was
video
gonna say
games.
not just a hula hoop channel, but Nugget trying to play video games while hula hooping.
No video games, just
No,
hula
because
hoop.
there has to be something. There has to be some type of other entertainment.
Nope. That's entertainment enough. There is no more entertainment that you need.
Looks like Nugget's got his next stream going. No
You guys
more.
have way too much confidence in my hula hooping abilities.
Library.
Oh no, I have probably less confidence than I should.
This is.
Did you just swap guns to like the same gun? Oh no, okay.
Yeah, you
dual
can,
wield.
or he can
Gotcha.
knife and gun.
Or you can knife and hack.
Those are weird. Okay.
You're just chilling in someone's apartment.
Yes.
Well, no, because maybe you're just chilling in a hotel. That's kind of what it looks like.
Definitely a hotel. Swingers hotel based on the fireplace.
I've never been to a swingers hotel to be able to
Right.
say for sure
I'm in the
that
library.
the fireplace is what gives it away.
Don't lie.
Wait, what?
Don't lie.
Oh. Shit.
I don't need to go to a hotel to be a swinger.
Fine,
I
I'll
didn't say you had to. I just happened to say that was the hotel. You don't have to go to a hotel to
No.
be anything.
Tug,
I'm just-
tug.
Oh, shit! What?
What is she doing to you?
Ugh,
Didn't she
you always
kill you
fall
again?
for the same old shit. Just once, please. Can you try your hardest to make this interesting?
Whoa. What the fuck is this?
Carnices. Woo-hoo-hoo. You're gonna give me that attitude? You know, I usually make it easy for you, you ungrateful prick. But this time I'll let you see yourself out.
Yup, we dated. Whoa, why are you doing this?
What was the point of
What
that?
did I do to you?
Oh, you don't remember. How about that code?
She's
Remember
just
that?
to
I
mess with you.
guess,
I'm
but
not
she
dead.
The code.
pulls you up and then just throws you back down and says, "Well, you can see yourself out."
Way back, jump. Are those options
know.
or
They're just random ramblings in my brain.
they're just words?
You'll survive.
You'll survive.
Jump all the way. Break the loop.
Here goes.
Told you.
Is there no other?
Jump, you'll survive. Seems like there's a lot of rocks down at the bottom of that.
You gotta be shitting me! Are you? Listen, me? You wrote it on Blackreef. You already know
Oh,
the
other
code.
Colt.
What the fuck does that mean?
Hello? Are you dead yet?
What?
I'm waiting.
Pull me up! Man, you're a postcard, dumbass! You wrote it on the Blackreef postcard. You understand?
So you're saving
Okay.
yourself?
I'm gonna drop you now. Wait, no,
Okay.
wait!
Oh, dang!
I guess.
Yeah, it's about time loops. There's a movie with Dana Carvey, Blank Slate.
I just dropped myself.
That's what this is in video game form.
Ah,
No, wait.
Okay.
Blank Slate is he loses his memory.
I
postcard.
mean, you
Get
kind
off
of
the
have
page.
lost your memory in this.
That's right. Well, Blank Slate is more Memento, but funny, and years before.
So I have to pick everything up again?
Same morning. Same.
Yeah, you do the same things over and over again. But it'll be like, oh, I discovered the
Right.
secret to this place, so now that I know I need to go and do it, I just run over there and do it.
Unless something happens that's different. And then,
It's the kind of game my son would absolutely hate because the point is to fail a lot.
well, I mean, we talked about it with
Failed,
Hades.
but I got the answer.
Yeah.
All right, postcard.
You gotta be kidding me.
It was something that we had talked about with.
So wait, was the postcard
It
there the
was.
first time you picked that up?
Yes.
So you had it the whole time,
Let's break some loops.
but you just didn't have the option to
Right.
look at it.
Ever going to break the loop. It's absolutely impossible.
You want me to break it? You don't want me to break it.
Impossible.
What do you want from me?
I
Why do I know that I need to go in this door?
to not suck.
Okay, it's been a pretty shitty morning. Or two, so I'm done. With you and all of this, it
You're just following the voices,
tells me the
which is
code.
definitely what you should do if you
Like, I
have
didn't
voices
have
in
to
your
remember
head.
it.
Well, and
Then I have
then
to
you have to
type
type it in.
Yep.
And it just tells you it right in front of it. Like, again, we've talked about this with Half-Life Alyx. Why do that? You're just wasting time.
Why not just let me in?
Yeah. Oh, you found the code. Now the door's unlocked. Great.
We'll just assume
Not
your
you found the
character
code.
can
Now
remember.
display the code to you, and then but you still have to type it in. Yeah. Do you remember back in when video games were like, oh, you had to look on the case for the answer to this kind of
when
thing?
you had to write down your save codes.
But that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Or Myst that came with a literal journal so you could write
Everything.
down ideas and things, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, games are different now, significantly.
Okay. What is this supposed to be? It's cold and weird.
Because I actually don't even know when they started introducing full-on walkthroughs for games.
As soon as the internet
'cause
existed.
I'm talking about like walkthrough, like book walkthroughs that you could go to like a game store or
Oh.
basically like any place that could sell those.
They also had hotlines you could call for
Yeah.
answers. And that was like in the 80s.
There was like
That
a
was something
Nintendo
that
one.
I didn't even know about, but I knew that because I mean, you guys just mentioned about, remember when you had to write down your cheat codes or the save codes or anything like that? It's like I remember that a lot for Sega, where you beat a level and then at the end of the level it would be, here's this code that allows you to skip to this level. And then we had a lot of those attached to the basically the game cases, so that we could just jump to any level if we decided. But yeah, I'm just curious on when they officially introduced like the game guides, the booklets that you could purchase that were walkthroughs that allowed you to effectively like walk
80s, 90s.
I know it's the idea of like a walkthrough, but that you could just like flip through the pages and figure things out.
Because I think the original Zelda came with a paper map in the game that you could open up, and so you'd know where you were going. I think Metal Gear did the same thing. Either that or my dad drew one out.
I remember there's a game that my mother really liked. The old school like click and puzzle solve games. Pre-internet boom, effectively. But she had to make her own walkthroughs because there was no way to look it up to solve it. And then when anyone wanted to play it again, or herself, she was able to like pull up the booklet to be able to know how to solve a puzzle or
I they use like
Find a
4
place.
different buttons to navigate through these things. It's like hit spacebar, hit enter, click on this thing, hit escape.
Remember when I said that people hated this game? It's one of those things a lot of people don't talk about when they talk about games. It's
Like, what
stuff
am I
like
supposed
that.
to do
where you're
to
like,
go
why
next?
is this a thing?
Enter?
Like,
Space.
I don't know. Click
Yep,
on your
that
limp
was
10.
it. Right click.
Right click, not even normal click. Right click. Yeah. Oh, and you can assign a trinket to it. Cool. And so this is a funny thing talking about all these menu systems. When Fortnite first came out and was in development originally, it was a completely different game. And that was one of the things that people hated about it was there's 7 different like experience points different kinds of experience points that you get that apply to different menus and skill sets and and they're like, it's just too expansive. And then nobody played the game how it was originally meant to be, and then they just made it a battle royale, and it became the huge thing that it was. So they simplified it, and it
I would
became
say
a
the mass
success for
populace
kids.
of people playing video games don't want to spend the time to learn super intricate
I asked you to do
builds
something different,
and
you decide to go to fucking up
crazy stuff.
You got
Yeah.
cameras
The
all
radio
or something?
tower tracks your position. And you
It's one of the reasons why Call of Duty became as popular as it was, because once the main campaign was done,
Sounds like
it
you're
was
angry
like
for an interview.
3 minutes to get into a game in multiplayer.
tab again.
Different me.
And so they're like, yeah, you want to spend as
Yep.
little time in menus as possible. You want to get into the game and get going.
You get to play it your way.
By the way, everyone recognizes your stupid jacket.
I like this jacket.
I can't see the jacket, so I have no opinion on
can't
it.
even
What am I
see your
supposed to
jacket
do?
in the menu?
Just run to this. Follow the dots.
Follow the dots.
They're orange this time.
Frickin'
They're not
Sam.
yellow, so hopefully.
I got some nails.
So I have a question for you both, and maybe you'll have a better
Dun, dun, dun.
answer.
The answer's 42.
No, we were talking about how you had to click through the menu with like 10 different buttons. What is the worst game that you guys have played where there have been so many button options that have screwed you up while playing the game? Like you'll be trying to press one button, but in reality it does something else.
Oh, I
or
don't know.
whatever.
I mean, that's the case for any video game. Realistically,
Well, but I
meant
mean,
to
though-
press this button instead. I meant to
So,
do this
I-
or crouch.
Both, like-
Or,
First-person shooters.
so here's the thing. I will say this. As far as weird button combos in games,
Okay.
GTA.
Well, yeah, our
Yeah.
Like, I'm on a motorcycle. I should just hit the bumpers
Well, you
in
have
order
to-
to
you
swing the weapon that I have in my hand. But no, I've got to hold down A, I think
yeah,
it
it's
is,
like
before I can
X,
do
depending
that.
on the controller.
Well, and there's just a lot of other things like that with GTA where you're just like, why is this many
Well,
things?
so the reason why I bring it up
You know,
is
Guys.
it says it's a safe place.
Oh, shit.
I guess it's
nope.
not a safe place.
nope, it's certainly not. I mean, inside
Oh,
this is
okay.
not a safe place.
It just always saw was a safe place.
I trained for this.
Also, was that guy Hitler? That dude that just jumped to the side.
It's
Like-
just a style of mask.
Well, no, it's not the mat. It's like the shirt.
Right.
Everything about that guy was like
You right with you.
kind of Reiki.
We haven't established what era this is, so maybe it is Hitler. Hitler's on the run.
It looks like it's the 60s.
Then Hitler's on the run. He didn't die.
it's Hitler retreated to a swingers island.
All right, got it. So I just started at the beginning.
Well, at least now you don't. Now you know that it's
Yep.
not a safe place, and that you stealth through it somehow.
It did tell you that it was not a safe place. You
Yeah,
just didn't
until
see
after.
it until after it was.
Already got full ammo.
And so I start where I
You got
was
full
when I
ammo,
got
but you
here.
don't have a weapon.
So are all the people?
You can't pick up that gun on the ground?
Guess so.
All their guns are there? Strelak, okay. Is that shotgun? Sounds like somebody's having a tough time over
Well, they're
there.
hitting each other, or someone's hitting someone.
Maybe they're just lifting weights.
Got some pickaxes.
Somebody just say dingle dangle.
I don't know.
I just heard dingle dangle on a radio.
Feeling just fine.
Feeling just fine.
So if you heal, here's a question. If you heal yourself too much, do you end up with diabetes? And then do you cure the diabetes with more
And get some
soda? like whipped cream, like a whipped
I
cream
have it.
dispenser.
So you're no longer using it for cream, you're using it for actual huffing.
Yeah, you're wheezing the juice.
The swingers commune has a lot of
You're just depriving your brain of
juice.
oxygen. Drugs? Freezing?
You never know what's in those cans, what they've been used for.
Is
Just
that
a
an
very
old cigarette
large one.
lighter out of a car?
I don't think I want to stand on that thing.
I think that's a good call, considering it's radiating what looks like heat.
Set me loose. The juice is loose.
Who's juice?
I don't know. It's gonna be loose though, and you've got to set it loose. Don't cost a thing.
I also want to point out that these people's necks break like nothing.
So you, I
me
mean,
to
you
sniff
turned
it?
that head completely around.
Dorsey Square. Second
I don't
floor.
think I want you to sniff it, no, but
Whole group up there. What'll be great is you'll have to try and remember like how to do things with, days and weeks in between. So this will be an interesting recording. Oh no, half of those are statues.
it'll always be an interesting recording. Because we usually record in batches, so he'll remember for, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes, and then it'll be a month in between, and then he'll be forgetful of what he has to do.
Yeah.
Does it tell you what weapon they have too? That's useful information.
I feel like this is what like people who are on drugs tell other people on drugs. Like, just do it, man. You're in a simulation.
Yep.
It's okay.
You to tell me how it feels to break your spine!
Did you juice up that grenade?
You're done for the day. Yeah. Oh, but it does a lot of damage though, dang.
So, is it like everybody resets every
know.
day, or is it like they're all going to go back to reset to wherever they started this morning, and now they're running back here to
So
get you?
it's like your loop and their loops all just intermixing with each other.
Because everybody loops. Then Michael Stipe shows up in the background and goes, "Everybody loops."
And then someone pushes him off the cliff and then he loops.
sometimes.
So then there's now like 2 of him that are now singing.
And then he loops. And then he's standing on a freeway that's
not
gridlocked,
even
just
supposed to
seeing
go
the
that
people
way.
who are stuck there and can't escape him.
I mean, that's not where the orange dot is, so
I don't know.
Shit. Maybe there's another way in.
no entry. So you have to find another way in.
Up.
Through
Probably
a
up.
window.
This is supposed to be my place.
Through the walls.
Kinda uptight.
It's supposed to be his place.
Wow. Pretty.
It almost kind of has that. It almost
Never
does
give
kind of have
up.
that like memento feel.
Never
Like you're
surrender.
walking through
I
your
won't.
memories because you don't quite remember anything that's going on.
Somebody's doing what to rats now? Is that how the loop is powered?
They're powered by rats and not juice.
Juicing the rats.
It is a swingers island.
Kidding me.
Animals aren't off limits.
Dorsey Square. The next son of it is stupid squad already.
head shot him in his scrot. How does that work?
Another fucking.
Did you just say headshot him in his scrot? Because the first thing I thought of
That's
was
what they just said. That's the word I read the subtitles.
Well, but the reason what automatically flashed in my mind was that Men in Black bit thing that you mentioned in another
And
video.
the gonada neck.
Yeah. So I was like, that's.
Are you a Balchinian? Is that why they're all after you?
Am I gonna leave
Yes.
through the toilet?
Well, you can't open it, so you can't flush yourself down the toilet.
More nails. What do the nails look like a sewing kit that an old lady has? That sometimes is cookies.
Are the nails like ammo, or are they for something else that you just haven't used yet?
Heavy breathing.
Why can't I target them?
I don't know.
Are you the one that's panting, or is that guy panting?
No, it's that dude. I think he's hot. His little jacket is.
Okay. I challenge you to a knife fight.
Just like that time in.
It's great how they all. Let's just walk in perfect ways so that all of our backs are towards you.
It's how you program it. It's
That guy's gonna give you a hug and explode, or breathe heavily on you.
oh,
I told you that guy's gonna try to give you a hug.
was a suicide bomber. Okay, yeah. So nails are ammo. That's good to know. I haven't been noticing how you've been reloading, so I didn't realize that you picking up nails was basically what you were firing at these guys.
So why is it not faster? It's a nail gun. It should be like bop, 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 bop. Like either it should do more damage right off the bat, or
Blast my ass.
Cue a rewind.
I like the shotgun better.
can you only hold a few of them?
Well, is it like a small, medium, and large type weapon? Because you have.
Like a machete, this mini pistol.
I mean, yeah, the nails were just slow and, yeah, 2-shot, whereas
Yeah.
the shotgun was.
The shotgun was 1 shot, but it did just take forever to reload it. It looks like you've got 12 shots that you can go with before you have to reload.
Looks like you got a different shotgun there. Crude personal trinket.
I need to go back to where I started.
Large caliber rounds. Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of redoing things in this game, just based on the nature of it.
I wonder how. I'm sure that there's a trophy for it to make it through the game without dying, without having to rewind. But I wonder how many people have actually achieved that, if there is indeed that trophy or that goal in
Google
their
might.
mind.
We're definitely not going to do that.
I mean, I can look and see if there's even a. I know. It's just because.
I could do it. Okay, well, maybe you should be playing it then.
No. I'm not saying like I could do the trophy. I'm saying I could look it up and see if there is even a trophy.
So you're saying I should be kicking?
It's what I've heard based on watching a review. That kicking people off of the edge of most things, because they all stand on the edges of things.
They're wanting to break the loop, so it makes sense that they're standing on the edge for it.
The loop just makes them loop.
And I loop you, loop we loop. Oh man, I can't go this way.
Also, that weird El Camino thing over there, that should definitely be a real vehicle.
In case you guys
I
wanted to
agree.
know, it does not look like there's an actual trophy to try and beat the game without dying. I think you have to die in specific ways to know the plot of the game. It seems, at least based on what I was looking at, based on the trophies. But I still wonder if there would be someone who would try and accomplish it. To be like, I've never died. Ha ha ha. And I'm actually you.
Fewest number of deaths.
Guess what? I actually got
Chicken
to
butt.
meet Charlie the other day.
What's he like? Weird?
Weird? He's a genius. You know he built
Charlie's
like,
genius.
a
Guess what?
criminal.
It's interesting, like,
A perfect memory
these
at
people
top.
are just having normal conversations. And then the next moment, you're kicking them to the ground.
I mean, see? Like, you just...
Yeah.
It was effective. That was maybe a little more effective.
I was gonna say that was a
I
little
can't
bit
see anything.
that was a little bit better.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Well, he's also not playing in VR, I don't think, because we don't see him in VR. So he doesn't have his super nugget capabilities of seeing in the dark in VR that we never had while watching. So of course we all can't see.
So,
Those
Was it like
tunnels
a-
run underneath this entire island.
oh,
That's
you've
how
got to
we
type
get
it in
the
every
convicts.
single time.
Because it gets locked every single time.
It's just, again, just adding tedium to pad out time on the game.
I don't think this game's long in general, unless you're doing a completionist run. So of course they
True of
have
most
to
games.
pad everything out.
You survived. Just looking at yourself.
Just waiting to see how long you guys would take to say something.
At
Alright.
this
Good to
point,
know that you can
Guess we're going
change
to
your
the
stupid jacket.
complex. Whatever the complex is.
You're in control of this thing. I'm just a passenger. And the two of you are driving. Nugget's driving, Feathers is backseat driving, and I'm just along for the ride.
I have to backseat drive. I'm actually you about a game I don't know anything about.
Huh? This ain't our first rodeo.
It isn't. That's the whole point.
I never really liked that apartment, and from the looks of it, you didn't either. Why is that?
You gonna call me like this all the time, Julie?
Juliana.
I give approximately 0 fucks about what you call yourself.
But you did. Once. We used to be friends. Colt. Can't you
Oh,
read?
A long
so
time
that's why you
ago.
told everyone to kill me.
But
We
I'm
used to be
the only one talking
friends.
to you. So what does that tell you?
That I hang out with the wrong people. All right. Control center.
It's funny how sometimes I'll reference something that I realize I'm the only one who's going to know.
Well,
A long time ago,
was-
We Used to Be Friends is a song from the Dandy Warhols.
Well, I was thinking that this might be a good place to call it on this episode before we progress too far into
Yeah,
this
that works.
next loop.
A long time ago, we used to end episodes. The
Let me
door
just
slowly closes. That's it. We're done. Goodbye.
See what's through this magical door next time.